Now, social media, it's a great way to share your news with friends and family, or an insight into what sort of driver you might be. Yeah, it all sounds pretty bizarre, but until last night, insurance group Admiral were poised to ask young drivers for access to their Facebook accounts so they could look through posts and likes. Based on what they saw, they'd decide whether to offer a discount on car insurance premiums. At the last minute, though, Facebook refused to allow that level of access. But this opens a whole new debate on the value of our social media profiles. Well, Alex Wood is editor-in-chief at tech publication The Memo and joins us now. Alex, first of all, why are Facebook taking this stand? Because if you look at it, I'll take a step back and look at it, Facebook do sell our data to advertising, for firms for advertising. So in a way, it almost seems quite hypocritical they're taking a stand on this.
I think you're absolutely right. It can be seen as very much something of a reactionary move. As you mentioned, Facebook famously do use our data to be able to sell advertising. And then on top of that, let's not forget that there are so many sites that we use every single day where we sign in and share our data with commercial partners. So it seems particularly strange in this example that Admiral and Facebook both didn't see this coming and didn't actually sort this out earlier.
Do you think there's an element perhaps of Facebook being a little bit worried that if they allow this to happen, then young people looking for cheaper car insurance might go onto Facebook and not be themselves, if you like, change aspects of their personality to suit the insurer, and therefore the advertising they sell to companies won't be based on real people?
I think you're absolutely right. There will be a lot of younger people, and frankly, I think everyone who is using Facebook should be thinking a little bit more carefully about what it means from the data we put out there. To give you some examples, there have been numerous times when people have lost out on jobs because you get some employers who go out there and start looking at publicly available data on social media and decide to pull the job offer. So I think you're completely right, and if people do decide to change their social media history and clean things up, it completely undermines the model that Facebook is building.
Absolutely. Now, that we've had Admiral coming out today and talking about the fact that following discussions with Facebook, the product is still launching, so this insurance is still on offer, but it's launching with reduced functionality, so they're not going to be prying into your Facebook account, are they, anymore? They're not going to be allowed to.
Absolutely. At this stage, the understanding we have from the statements from both Admiral and Facebook is that they still will be going ahead with the trial, but people will still sign in through Facebook, but Admiral themselves will get no access to your Facebook data, but instead you'll be asked to go through a questionnaire and answer questions in the hope that you can get a reduced premium.
Now, Facebook have said no this time. Will they be allowed, do you think, to carry on saying no? Is there perhaps an argument where companies can say, look, you have to cut us some slack here?
I think you're completely right, and actually I'm surprised that Facebook aren't seeing a huge business opportunity about this. They've been using all this data to be able to advertise more, but this data is so valuable to insurers, it's valuable to companies as well, and I think this is an exciting new form of money that the business like Facebook can be looking at.
It's a trend, isn't it, that we've seen with other companies too?
Absolutely. If you look at some of the health insurance providers, Vitality is one example where they're offering their customers a discounted Apple Watch. If you decide to wear the Apple Watch, obviously you can track how much exercise you do, how many steps you do. If you keep up with your targets, you could get lower insurance premiums. However, it works both ways, and if you don't keep up with your targets, you might find yourself having an even more expensive insurance bill.
Alex, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Quick look at the day's other business news now. Growth in the UK's construction industry hit